Welcome to the course Introduction to R Programming. In this lecture, we will discuss about print and format function with concatenation. In previous lecture, we discussed about print and format functions. Now we will see with the same combination of print and format functions how concatenation will be used. Coming to outline, first we will see the introduction, why we have to use concatenate function, what are the limitations in print function. Then we will see what is a cat function, what is its syntax, how this can be used in our R software, then various examples demonstration, finally conclusion. So then you can recall in our previous lecture whatever we discussed about print function. See, there are certain limitations in the print function that if you want to print more than one statement in a line, that is not possible using the print function, but it will print one statement at a time. So if you really want to print anything at particular places, then print command may not be very helpful. But in that case, we have to use another command, what is called cat. Cat function, which is actually concatenates the strings. So that is the use of cat function. Then what is meaning of concatenate? That means it is trying to print the sequence or the strings in the same order in which you are asking it. So trying to print the sequence or the strings in the same order, whatever we are expecting, whatever the order we require. So that is meaning of concatenation. That is printing with the same order in which you are defining it. That was not happening with the print command. So to overcome the limitation in the print command, concatenate function, that is cat, is used here. Then coming to our actual cat function. So the function cat is defined as cat within parentheses. Concatenates means link the same sequence and print the arguments in strings. Concatenates them and prints the entire string in the command window. The output is after concatenating the strings, whatever the order we want, that can be displayed in the command window. Then the cat function is useful for producing output in user-defined functions. So in our user-defined function, whatever the output format is required, that can be produced using the cat function. Then coming to other parameters of cat function. So cat function converts its arguments to a character vector. Link them together in the same sequence to a single character vector that appends the given separator SCP equal to string or strings to each element and then outputs them. So the cat function converts its arguments to a character vector with a set of characters and link them together in the same sequence to a single character vector and then combines the given separator from the strings to each element and then outputs them. Then coming to the usage or the syntax of cat function. So the cat function basically defined by the command cat within parentheses. So multiple arguments are separated. So the first argument you can provide the data object comma file equal to, here you can mention whatever the data Then separator equal to, you can mention which one you need to separate, or separated by using some particular symbol, etc. So here cat puts a space between each item by default. Whenever you are combining the various strings using the cat function, by default it provides space between each and every. One must provide a new line character by using \n new line to terminate the line. Suppose if you want to print the combined result or any result in the separate line, new line, so we have to provide \n in the cat function. So this is the usage of cat function. So then see the examples. The only way to print multiple items is to print them one at a time using print function. You can recall the example what we discussed in our previous lecture. Print within parentheses, here you can see the 0 occurs at. So this is one print statement, semicolon. Next print statement, print of 2 into pi, semicolon. Then another third print statement, print radians. See, these three are different print statements. Each statement inside you can observe only one object or one item is presented. That means using print command, only one line can be printed at a time. If you want to print multiple lines using print command, directly we can't, but you can repeat the print commands based on the number of items or lines. For each item, you can repeat the print statement separated by semicolon. So whenever you can run this one, see here you will get the three results one by one. The first result is the 0 occurs at. The second result is 2 into pi. It calculates the value by substituting the pi value, then final result will be displayed. That is 6.283185. Then the third statement is radians. So it displays the string as it is. So this is the way of printing multiple items using the print by repeating the same print command. But by using cat function, all these three you can combine and can be printed in single line using cat function. Now you can see same example by using cat function. The cat function is an alternative to print that lets you combine multiple items into a continuous output. Multiple items means different individual outputs can be combined and displayed in the continuous format, single format, means single line by combining all. So you can use the cat function for the previous example like this, cat within parentheses. So all the lines you can include within the double quote or direct if character or strings within double quotes. Then if it is any calculation, directly you can call that value separated by comma each. Here you can see the first line is the 0 occurs at is one item that can be included within quotes, comma. The second statement previously what we have 2 into pi. This is mathematical calculation. So directly you can include, no need to include within quotes, comma. Then the third item is radians, that is also a string. So you must represent within quotes. So the three statements or lines are included in the cat function separated by comma. Then to print this result in the new line, we have to specify the /n, comma, within double quote /n. If you can't specify /n in the same line, the output will be displayed. It won't enter into next line. So after executing this, you can see the three statements are combined. By default, each and every statement, space is provided. The first statement is the 0 occurs. See, the 0 occurs at. Next space, 2 into pi value is 6.283185. space, the third one is radians dot space radians dot. Then it won't print /n. The /n means the output displayed in the new line. That is the use of /n. It won't print. So this is the output of the cat function. Now here multiple items or lines can be combined and displayed in the single line output. This is the cat function. Now we will also demonstrate this one. So these are all the outputs after execution in R software. So now we will also create this one, open R software. So first what you have to do, use the print statement with the different statements. So first one is you are printing, what is the first one? The 0 occurs at. 0 occurs at. Then second one what you are printing? See, separate statements we have to use. This is first print statement, semicolon. Then again print 2 into pi. This is second print statement. Then third one, print radians dot. This is third print statement. So by using different print statements for each and every item, the output is printed one by one. 3 different statements we used. So line by line, first line the first print output, second line the second print statement output, third line the third print statement outputs are displayed. So to overcome this repetition, we will use the cat function. Now you can see the same you can use by using the cat function. All print statements, don't include print, directly include the print results. So cat, the first one is the 0 occurs at, then within the braces comma, then include the second statement 2 into pi, remove the print statement, remove the semicolon, only comma is used. Then third one, radians dot. Then fourth one we are using to display in the new line using \n. Now you can see. Now you can observe here the output. See, the first one is the 0 occurs at, then the second one 2 into pi, 6.28315, third one radians. See, the \n won't be printed. The meaning of /n means the output will be in the new line. Suppose you don't have \, you can remove and test, see where the output is printed. Here you can see. See, the 0 occurs at so and so. See, the terminal won't enter into new line. So it is continuing here itself. That's why compulsory we have to use \, to display the output in the new line. Now you can see. So now the terminal enters into new line. So that is use of /n. So this is the use of cat function. Then whenever you can use the same result using print. Here you can see using print function, if we can combine multiple items. So what you will get here, this we already seen in our previous lecture. You will get error. Why? Because print statement can't print multiple lines. It prints only one line at a time. So it shows error, invalid quote arguments. So that's why we can't use print statement to combine multiple items or statements. For that we will use cat function. Then another example, by using dates. So how cat function will be used for display of dates or calculation of dates. So here you can call the system date. Here you can see d equal to date. Date is the command within braces. It displays the system date, current date, by using cat function. Today is, you can prefix one sentence. Today is within double quotes, comma. Now you are calling d. What is d here? Nothing but date function. Then slash n. It will be printed in the next line. So today is, so today, this lecture is recorded on today. That is July 27th. The date, the system date is displayed like this. Today is Monday, July 27th. Now whatever the current time, hours, minutes, seconds, then year will be displayed. So this was recorded at 4:19. Now the current time we can see, the current time is 9:40. So whenever you can run this command, now you can see the time. So here also first, now here you can observe the time 9:39. Now you can see the system date time will be displayed. Now we define date that can be moved into D. Now you are defining cat function. So you are defining today is. So if you want, you can put colon also. Today is. Now close the quotes. Then simply you can call D, comma. Then use backslash n to display in the new line. Now you can see. Now here you can see today is Monday, July 27. See here you can see 27. Now you can see the time 9:40. See 21:40 means 9:40. So 2020. The current system date and time will be displayed. Here what we have done using cat function, the first argument, whatever the prefix text, then second argument we called the date function by using the above definition d, then slash n, though that will be printed in the new line. So then it displays. Now you can see the time is 9:41. Now you can again rerun. The time is changed. Now you can see. So 21:40. Yeah, you can refresh and do. So automatically it changes the time as per the system. So it takes some time for refreshment. It displays as usual the system time. Now this is the output what we have demonstrated. Then some more examples. Instead of using d directly, you can call date itself. The function itself you can call instead of d. Simply can use the date function. Now you can see. Now see it is changed. It is now time is 9:42. So today is. So instead of directly you can call the date function, or by storing in one variable you can call the variable. Anything we can use, the output is same. There is no change in the output. So the same thing here, different times are shown for 4:19, 22, 23, 24. So automatically it changes the time as per system. Then move to next one. So another example, to compute some of the mathematical calculations. It may be a square, then it may be some calculation, some in arithmetic operations, or by using some inbuilt functions. So in this example here, we are computing the square of a particular number. Suppose we have stored a value in x, that is 7 in x. Now the square of, now you are calling x is, so the square of 7 is, then how to define this one, x power 2 square, then 7 power 2, that will be printed in the next line. So the square of 7 is 49. This is the output. So like whatever the value of x, so it takes square of that value. Now here you can see the system time is 9:43. If you can run this one, here you can see 9:43. So automatically, dynamically it changes. So now we'll use another example, finding the square of a particular number. Suppose we stored 7 in x. Now we are using cat. The comment you are using, the square of, so what is the value square of x you are computing? Then is the square of x is, again you are using the codes, comma, how to define the square, the mathematical operation x power 2, then print in the next line. If you want to put one symbol, any comment at the end, so /n. So before /n, whatever you can give, that will be printed in the output. Now you can see the square of 7 is 49. So the square of that is combined with the value x, that is combined with is, then that is combined with the result x power 2, 7 power 2, 49. Then the symbol we used before /n, that is also combined. Now all different statements are combined and displayed in the single line in our R window. See, this we already seen. If you can't use /n, the terminal will be continued in the output line itself, that we already seen. Then the square of here x equal to 7, like whatever the x value. Suppose now I am giving x as 10. Now you can recall the cat function again. Now it is 10 power 2, so the output is 100. The square of 10 is 100. Like that it displays the output. So like within cat, whatever the concatenations, if you want, you can use here. Multiple operations you can combine and make it a single. For that purpose, concatenation function is used. Then another example, same the square of x, then with approximately using the format function. By using format function also, our previous lecture we discussed about print and format. So within the print we are using format function, or within the cat also we will use format function. Here you can see format of, we are using square root of x, then we are using maximum possible digits. So digits equal to 3, then you can see the result. So total 1, 2, 3, 3 digits. Now we will also run this one. So now x equal to 7. Now we are using cat, the square of x. Here what we used, x is approximately, after is approximately. So approximately, now we are using the format function. Format of sqrt function we are using square root of, so directly x. Then square root of x, digits equal to, we are using how many, 3 we are using. Then close the format function, then the /n as usual to print in the new line. Now you can see the square of x is approximately, now you can see we use the format of square root of digits equal to 3, only 3 digits combination, 1, 2, 3. Suppose if you can provide digits equal to 4, now you can see if you can provide digits equal to 4, see that the total digits combination in before decimal, after decimal, all together 4 digits only maximum allowed. Then if you can use 10 digits, now you can see here, you can see total all together 10 digits combination approximately is. So that is the use of format function within concatenate function. Then we can also print simple vectors also. Another example, for example, you are storing even numbers as in vector even number. Then by using the cat function, you can call that even number vector. Before that, you can include the comment or the prefix sentence. So cat of the first few even numbers are, then comma even number. This is the vector we defined earlier. Call this vector, then use /n. Before /n dot dot, the dot dots will be printed as usual. So that even number, what it contains, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It prints 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on, dash dash dash. So like that, even vectors also you can call using the cat function. Now we will also run this one. So even number equal to, so you are storing some even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and that can be stored in the vector name even number. Now you can call that even number. What it displays the vector. Here we use it uppercase. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now using cat function. So here the even numbers of first few are, now you are calling even number vector, then you are using /n before that and so on. Now you can close it. Now you can see here the even numbers of the first few are, so what we call even number, the vector earlier we stored 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, those will be displayed here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 dot dot, we used before /n. So like that, whatever the vector you can define, that will be displayed here. So this is another example of the cat function. Okay, that's all about the cat function. In this lecture completely, we concentrated on the concatenate function. Then by overcoming the limitations in print function. Then within concatenation, we used to do the format function also. So I would stop here, and I would request you to just do some practice with this cat command. And whenever you are trying to do something with cat command, try to do with the same job with print function also. Earlier, whatever we demonstrated, some of the examples. And see what is the difference between the two, that is print and cat, and observe which is more convenient and which is more user friendly. Okay, and we will see you in the next lecture with some new topics. Till then, goodbye, happy learning.